Good evening, everybody, and welcome in. Mr. Nolander B-Fam coming in with that like and that share. We got Corey Hawkins up in the house saying, hey, let's go. Yeah, buddy, get some, y'all, says Nolander. Gary coming in with that thumbs up as well. Welcome in, everybody. One more time, ladies and gentlemen. One more time. We're going to take a little ride around Tokyo Expressway East. Clockwise. Pro-Am 2 lobby is up. And last but most certainly not least, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be a good race. The standings are incredibly tight. Anything can happen. And what are these guys racing for here tonight? Well, unlike the other divisions here in the series, they're not racing for a championship. They're racing for a chance at a championship. Ooh, what's that you say, Ghost? That's correct. They're racing for an opportunity to race for the championship. So our top three from Pro-Am 1, which is now officially determined, ladies and gentlemen. We will get into that a little bit later. This race right here tonight, that's going to happen in front of everybody's eyes, is going to determine the other three Pro-Am racers that'll be facing off to see who is overall Pro-Am champion. So wait, does that mean we get a bonus race, everybody asks? Oh yeah, you betcha. Flat Out Racing North America is going to be back on Sunday evening at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time, ladies and gentlemen. But we're going to go on a little bit earlier than that. We're going to try and catch up with some of our championships point leaders, some of our champions, sorry. We have officials. We do have official results on our 2 of 3 remaining divisions. So, what do you think, chat? Go on a little early, have a little chat with our champions, have a little chat with some of the people involved behind the scenes, get ready to have an absolute incredible 20-lap showdown. Where? Have to stay tuned for the till the end of the broadcast here to find out. So, what's the deal here? Well, it's 25 laps around Tokyo, ladies and gentlemen, in the SUBARU BRZ GT300 TI. Of course, it's a Group 3 car. It's the car these gentlemen have been running all season. And I gotta tell you, these boys have made this car look really good. So, this is going to be a very difficult race here tonight, much like we've seen all weekend long and throughout yesterday with our Pro Division. It's a pretty good chance we're going to see a 2-stop strategy from our drivers. And it's not because the tires aren't going to survive, ladies and gentlemen. It's because the cars just won't make it on fuel. Today's race is a 100% fuel race. So we're going to most likely see 2-stop strategies from all our drivers here. Now, we may see a bold attempt at a 1-stop strategy. And then if we do see it, how will it work out? Probably not that great. Probably fall off pace, but it is what it is, ladies and gentlemen. So the drivers will only determine on how this race is going to go down here in just a few minutes' time. So as you can see on the screen in front of you, the track officials are just doing their thing, going around the track, making sure the streets of Tokyo are ready for one last ride for round 10, ladies and gentlemen. And it's going to be a good one. So, it is the Pro-Am 2 lobby. It is a racing medium and a racing soft tires required. They must use one of each compound. When they use that compound, entirely up to them. How many of those compounds? Entirely up to them, as long as they use one of each. So, I guess there's not really a whole lot more to talk about. It's tight in the standings. We don't have the standings up for you guys for a reason. We'll bring them up a little bit later. Boosted. Whoa, what's up, my guy? Yo, good luck, brother. Hey, we appreciate you, my dude. Big happy birthday to Nolander. Ooh, somebody's paying attention. Bet a 3-stop win, says Corey. Oh, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. You guys ready? Who's all ready? Quick little couple tidbits here, ladies and gentlemen, before we move it over. We are presenting, of course, for Flat Out Racing North America. Our sponsors here this evening, GTR simulators, and Apex Racing Team. High-pre graphics providing all our visual displays here throughout the season. And let me know what you guys think about that little intro screen we were just sitting on while we were chatting there too, will you? Maybe a little teaser for Season 3? Guess we'll have to wait to find out for Season 3 in a few weeks' time, won't we, ladies and gentlemen? You're going to hear what sounds like something happening, but there's nothing happening. Nothing's happening, I promise. We're going to flip you over here right away. They're just getting the guys on track. They're getting them all lined up in their respective positions, of course. Got 9 drivers on the track here, ladies and gentlemen. One stop where it didn't happen. You've been saying that every night. 9 drivers to finish us off here for our Pro-Am 2, ladies and gentlemen. Livery is called the... I'm not repeating that. Jeez Louise. Jeez Louise. Come on. Alright, let's flip it. Let's go see what our lineup is for the evening. Make sure I don't go deaf when you guys keep smashing those reactions. If you have not liked and shared the stream yet, if you wouldn't mind doing so, that'd be fantastic. It's something free that everyone can do to help us grow. And if you have already, thank you very much. We appreciate it. You're legends. So, the lineup. Let's check it out. We got Kanji in pole position. 3rd race of the season for this driver, coming in really late into the season. Qualified in this Pro-Am division. Got placed in the Pro-Am 2 lobby. And has won everything since. So let's see if he can do it here again tonight. Starting on pole position for VPR Racing, if I'm not mistaken, as well, ladies and gentlemen. Sticky stir in the pot as usual. P1 livery is fire. Hey. We'll get a better look at it here as the race progresses. We've got Weeglub here from Stealth Racing. Again, another late joiner here in the season, and a very quick racer, very smart racer. So it would be interesting to see what this driver could have done with a full season under his belt. He could be right there at the top with the rest of them. We got Petey coming in with that thumbs up. We got Corey coming in with that share. We got Stefan coming in with that thumbs up as well. We got Anstrodon coming in with the like as well. Much love, everybody. Appreciate all that support. Sweaty Palms in 3rd place from Flying Fox Racing, ladies and gentlemen. He's chasing. One of these drivers chasing for that championship. We got VPR's CB Matt in 4th. Got Chris coming in with that thumbs up. Brandon coming in with that thumbs up. Much love, everybody. 4th place is CB Matt. THG's Tro and Kobe sitting in 5th place. I believe he's coming in as the current championship's point leader here this evening. We find the Green Goblin, he goes. Williams in 6th place. Another Stealth Racing teammate here. Been showing really great pace this season. Again, another latecomer into the season. Potentially another one of those front runners here in this division this season if he had a full season in. 7th place is OBR's Phoenix, and he is right there fighting for this championship, right near the top, ladies and gentlemen. This race really does matter for some of these drivers. Drone Kobe, Phoenix, Sweaty Palms, Sooner. 8th place is Flying Fox Racing Sooner Man. And in 9th place is Mr. Fuentes. Axel coming in with that like and that share. Brandon coming in with that share as well. Much love, everybody. Coming in and just smashing this thing tonight. Timmy, says Chris. Can't wait till next season already, says Pete. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Let's quit teasing everybody. Let's get to some racing. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. Kick them tires, light them fires, let's go racing. Mr. Ghost Viper Gaming up in the house. Talk about legends. 2 reds, 3 reds, 4 reds, 5. And we're waiting for that green, chat. Waiting, we're waiting, and it's green, and we're gone, and here we go. It is race time, ladies and gentlemen. 9 drivers have finished this season off here for our Pro-Am 2 division, and it is game on. We're right at the back of the pack here. Let's get up front with Kanji in the lead. Started on pole position, got in front. Let's see if he holds it coming into turn 1 and 2, and it is 2 wide in behind him. We're going to make it 3 wide in behind him. Sweaty Palms, Weeglib, and Matt all jockeying for position here very early on, and it looks like Weeglib is going to be the big loser here, but boy, oh boy, 9 cars barely down on turns 1 and 2 in about 3 rows. Let's see what happens here. Ooh, it's about to get spicy. Oh, it looks like it's Sweaty Palms getting through first there. So Sweaty Palms getting a great run through turn 1 and 2, and he is going to jump up into the lead. And we're just checking on the rest of our field here to make sure everybody makes it alive. Do we have game audio? Do we? We do. Fantastic. All right. So Trone in 6th place, Sooner in 7th, Williams in 8th, Fuentes in 9th. We're going to move up to our leader now, to Sweaty Palms. So already a lead change here today, and it does go to Sweaty Palms, our 2nd race leader of the day, taking that position away from Kanji in 2nd place now, changing. Weeglib tucked right in behind in 3rd place here as well. CV Matt sitting there in 4th, right where he started, just a little off that front group, but Phoenix up 2 positions and very quickly looking for some position here. This is a track of speed and patience, but dirty air really does play a factor here. So let's see what happens here as these guys come into this very crazy little sector here. This is a fun little sector. You're pretty much full sending it. I think in these cars you are full sending it. So here we go. And we're going to be coming into a little kink, and then we're going to come into a hard double apex right hand 180 degree hairpin. That's going to lead us up to start lap 2. And ooh, under braking there, Weeglib getting a little bit into the wall, and ooh, almost getting a tap there from Phoenix as he goes in really deep, gets on the throttle really hard there, doesn't able to get the power down. It's going to be Matt up in 4th. It's going to be Weeg in 3rd. We've got Kanji in 2nd, and Sweaty Palms holding the lead. But this man right here in a good position to take that lead back away as we come up the start-finish line. Let's jump on board with Kanji here as he is chasing our current race leader, Sweaty Palms, down lap 2. Here we go. It is on. Nice clean race start here from these gentlemen to start the finale off. Wouldn't expect anything less from these guys. They're pros, ladies and gentlemen, absolute professionals. So Kanji here, not really taking advantage of that slipstream here. I'm a little bit surprised actually, but Sweaty Palms must have got a really good run coming out of the corner, or Kanji's just laying back a little bit, saving a little fuel if he can, but he would definitely be able to save more fuel if he was tucked up in that slipstream of Sweaty Palms. Ooh, little wall contact there. That's going to give Weeglib a really good run. I think he's just going to give him a little push there, give him a little hand to get through the corner. So a little bit of a mistake there from Kanji. Pardon me, ladies and gentlemen. It is Weeg here in 3rd place, and he is tucked right up in behind Kanji, so not the best place to make the pass there. So you can see Weeglib being very patient here, and this is, ooh, they do have a nice little break here from 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th place. So it's just a little front pack here, the podium pack, trying to drive away from the rest. So let's see what happens here. And these guys are just full sending this car around these corners. I mean, it is just send it. Oh, and there we go, up the inside. A little bit of contact from Kanji there. He's playing a little bit of pinball there. Poor Weeglib, he's just right there trying to hold strong. Great job there by Weeglib, able to keep that car out of trouble as Kanji got himself into a little bit of trouble. They're very fortunate to stay ahead. Ooh, and Weeglib getting a little bit of contact there from the dirty air. Kanji gets a crazy run through that corner. He is going to go take the lead, ladies and gentlemen. And wow, what a run that was there by Kanji. Maybe a little bump there from Weeglib helped him get a little extra boost coming up through that sector. But boy, oh boy, did he ever launch through there. That was fantastic, ladies and gentlemen. So here we go. 2nd lead change of the night, and it goes back to Kanji. Sweaty Palms back up into 2nd. We got Weeglib here in 3rd. We've got Matt in 4th. He's got Phoenix right in behind in 5th. We've got Fuentes up into 6th. So Fuentes has jumped up 3 spots here. We've got Sooner in 7th. We've got Trone in 8th, and we've got Williams in 9th to round out the field. Again, very smart racer is Williams, playing a little strategy here, maybe looking and sounding good. Appreciate you, Nolander. We got Joe coming in with that thumbs up, and Ghost Viper Gaming coming in with that thumbs up as well, ladies and gentlemen. Admin check in, good luck in your finale, gentlemen. Appreciate you, Joe. Appreciate you. The main man behind GT45 Gaming, ladies and gentlemen, hanging out, coming in to show that love. He's been watching these boys race all season long. So it is Sweaty Palms in back in the lead, and ooh, Kanji getting into that wall again now. You know, he's been fortunate so far. We've seen a couple of brushes with the wall here from Kanji, and he's been super fortunate to pick up damage, so he's just getting away with it. But you keep flirting with that, and it is going to finally make you pay the price here. So Kanji needs to tighten it up here a little bit, keep that car a little bit more stable going through these corners, and made a little less contact with the walls, or he is going to eventually find himself with damage, and that is going to hurt his pace around the racetrack without a question of a doubt. So it's Kanji here in 2nd, and you can see the little wall contact there's costing him time while he's trying to chase Sweaty Palms back down for the lead. So the 3rd lead change, and now Sweaty Palms back in the lead. We're going to see this a lot here tonight, ladies and gentlemen, especially with the slipstream involved around the racetrack. We've got Weeg here, and Weeg's now got OBR's Phoenix. So Phoenix has just gotten around Matt, and he has just tracked down Weglib here. So Phoenix pushing real hard here, trying to get up into a podium position. Again, a driver chasing for a potential championship here. We've got CB Matt here in 5th place. We've got Fuentes in 6th. We've got Sooner in 7th with Tron Kobe in 8th. He's also chasing for a championship here. And Williams in 9th. And he's lost off the pace a little bit here, but no damage on that car. So early pit stop perhaps. I'm not sure what's going on there. Interesting. Very interesting. These guys are doing good. It's a tough track to race side by side. Facts. Scott Arthur coming in with that thumbs up as well. Much love, my dude. And we got a couple little groups here, a couple little drafting partners here. So we're gonna have to see which group works better together than the other one to see if they can continue to maintain this gap or if they're gonna let 3rd and 4th place catch up. So a little bit of work coming here, but it looks like Phoenix is gonna pull out and try and get the job done on Weeg, and we do see Phoenix move up into 3rd place there on the standings. So Phoenix using that slipstream, and he's going to make the slingshot move. Weeglib will tuck right back in behind Phoenix there, coming into turn 1 and 2, and it seems like Kanji and Sweaty Palms are a little more willing to start working together here as opposed to battling still. Phoenix up into 3rd, Weeglib tucked right in behind, and Weeglib's in a good spot here because he knows that OBR driver is going to push, so he can just tuck into that slipstream, save a little bit of fuel, and increase his lap time at the same time. So this might work out good here for Weeglib. We've got, again, Weeg in 4th. We've got Fuentes here in 5th, and he's been doing good, but now he's got CB Matt starting to catch back up here. And all these drivers have, this driver here, Soonerman here, must have just had an incident recently. You can see Tron Kobe catching up here, and I suspect that Tron Kobe is probably going to be looking to get around this driver real quick here. Soonerman has picked up all kinds of damage on that race car. We got Williams just chilling here. Different strategy coming from this driver. I like those OBR liveries. They do look good. We'll get a good look at them here at some point throughout the race, guys. We definitely have lots of time here to go. So lap 4 of 25, and it is Sweaty Palms in the lead here. And he is going to try and bring this one home for Flying Fox, but he's got a long ways to go. We've got Kanji right here in 2nd, and he is just chilling in behind the race leader right now. And let's see how these guys navigate nice and tight. That was some great corners right there by those two drivers. Phoenix, again, a little early on that throttle coming out of that hairpin, and that's costing him time. And we're going to see Weeglib be able just to pull right back up on him here. So I guess the bigger question is Weeglib going to work with Phoenix, or is he just going to do the same thing and return the favor on this lap and just go slingshot engaged? We do have a little bit of damage on this driver, though. We see Sweaty Palms coming into pit lane, so very early pit stop here from our race leader. That's going to put Kanji back up in the lead of this race. We got Sooner in 7th, Tron in 8th, and Williams in 9th. So I think we've seen two drivers make very, very early pit stops already here. We've got Sooner coming into pit lane now as well, but he had a fair amount of damage on that race car, so I'm not too surprised to see him come into pit lane. So Kanji with about a 1.5 second gap currently over OBR Phoenix, who's now in 2nd. Weeglib is now back on the podium here in 3rd. We've got Fuentes in 4th. We've got Matt in 5th place. We've got Tron Kobe now up into 6th with these pit stops. Sweaty Palms, who was leading the race, has come out in 7th after a pit stop here. We've got Williams who's going to come across. He's going to take 8th from Soonerman there, and Soonerman is going to come back out in 9th. And Williams is the fastest lap on the track currently as well with a 2-minute .464. So Williams is playing a little clean air strategy perhaps here tonight. Kanji in the lead, however, with Weeg in 2nd place. He's looking real strong so far here tonight, but losing touch a little bit with Kanji up in front. We've got Phoenix who's closing in on Weeg a little bit here. And at some point, these guys need to realize that working together is going to benefit them more here than trying to race alone. But I guess we'll see what happens. We've got Fuentes now up into 4th place with the pit stops, of course, happening. He's got a sharp-looking livery there tonight as well. We've got Matt here in 5th. We've got Tron Kobe in 6th place as well, with Sweaty Palms in 7th. Of course, he's made a stop. Williams has, I believe, made a stop as well. And Soonerman, who we just seen make a stop as well. So I guess the bigger question is when do we see our front runners, our front pack, make pit stops here? Now we've seen some of the guys going super early, so we'll have to see how that works out for them coming into the end of the race. And are they going to have to make 3 stops? This seems a little bit early to me, but I could be wrong. So it is Kanji, and he is leading, but he hasn't been able to really get away from these guys. He does look like he's just broken the slipstream from Weeglib here in second place, and it does kind of look like Phoenix is starting to close in just slightly as well, but so is Fuentes. Fuentes is really doing some work here right now in fourth place, and he's just keeping up with that podium pack right now in front of him, so he's doing a real good job here. We've got Matt in fifth place, and he's just slightly falling off the pace of these guys, but he's still looking real solid here as well. Again, Trone here in sixth place, and he's in no man's land. He's all on his own, away from the pack. Sweaty palms after making a pit stop there. We've got Williams in eighth, of course. I think he's made a pit stop. Yeah, he definitely has already. And Cedarman as well in ninth. So not a lot of action happening real early on. These guys have really sorted themselves out very, very early on. So, I mean, what else can you say? These guys were here to race. It's business as usual here for round 10. So Kanji in the lead here, and he's definitely showing some pace here very early on in his season, even though it's the end of the season. It's only race 3 for this driver, and he has spent the majority of it leading. But, ooh, again, a little bit of contact with that wall there, and eventually that is going to get that driver into trouble. He has to be careful with that. We've got Weeg here in second, and that allows him to close back up on Kanji in first place. We have Phoenix here, and he's still about 1.5, maybe 2 seconds behind Weeglib here. Let's see what happens when we come out of the apex corner here. Jump on some hood cam here with Phoenix as Weeglib, and of course Kanji go up the straightaway here, and he does lose a little bit of ground on those guys, but you can see he's still got a comfy gap on Fuentes. But I think right now I'd be happy with having that driver behind me giving me a little bump, or even if he wanted to pass me, I'd let him pass me and just give him a push. I mean, there's a lot of racing left here, and teamwork will make the dream work for sure here today. Fuentes here in fourth place, and you can see him just in that draft and how quickly it's going to pull him up. Is he going to make the move? He is. He's not going to give the push. He's just going to be like, I'm going to take that, thank you. And third place now goes to Fuentes, so Phoenix now going to try and get into that slipstream. That was very, very quickly drawn in from that slipstream, so that was a good visual on how strong that slipstream can be here in Tokyo. He was a second and a half behind maybe, and he just got pulled right in there, like right now. A little bit of a slow exit there on turn 2, and I think he definitely could be maximizing that corner much more, and you can see he loses a little bit of pace on the group in front too as well. So if he can get closer to these guys, he might pick up a couple of the lines from these guys as well here as he's coming up, and that may change things a little bit. Let's see how he handles. Oh, he goes ripping through here. That was a fantastic chicane there from this driver, and he's looking real solid here tonight. We got Phoenix at fourth. We got Matt. A little bit of a gap to those front four here, but about 4.5, maybe 5 seconds right now. He needs to keep pushing here. Never know what can happen. We got Tro and Kobe. And he's fighting some damage on this car here, and it's definitely costing him time on these drivers up in front of him here. Sweaty Palms is starting to close in on Tron, so Sweaty Palms with a nice fresh clean race car and some fresh tires really making up ground on Tron Kobe here. Williams is in 8th place, and he's on a little bit of a different strategy here now, I think due to an early damage pit stop perhaps. And Cedarman here, of course, was an early pit stop due to damage as well. Sweaty Palms, however, I think that was a scheduled pit stop, so it's really hard to say what is about to happen here with these guys. So let's see what Kanji does here. He doesn't need to pit if he doesn't want to at this moment, and he's not going to. He's going to continue on up the road, but he still has that second place driver right there. I mean, Weeglib has not let him go anywhere, and they're building a gap on those two drivers in behind. Two guys that are just not quite working together versus two guys that are just chilling in behind each other, and it is working. They're gaining time. Fuentes here in 3rd place, and I mean, he's working hard here on his own, but he would definitely be better suited with, say, OBR Phoenix and him working together to close that gap up. That also helped these drivers save a little bit of fuel. We got Matt here in 5th place now, and he is closing in on these guys actually, so interesting. Sweaty Palms has gotten around Tro and Colby for 6th place here, and I figured we were going to see that soon. I didn't realize it was going to be that soon, so getting a good run here, and Tro and Colby is just surviving here at the moment. In 7th place, we got Williams in 8th, and Cedarman here in 9th. So, Kanji Weeglip, pressure. Here we go. Is this going to be a battle? Are we going to finally see it here? Is Weeglip just done chasing, or was he just looking for some clean air? We could just be looking to get some clean air in that race car to get it to respond, and I think that is what we're seeing. He's just trying to be able to get the nose of the car down towards the racing surface so that car will turn in for him properly. So you can see him bobbing and weaving back and forth, just trying to get that car breathing some fresh air here. And he got a great run out of that corner. This actually may be working out for him really well. If he can stay on Kanji here through this hairpin and get a little bit of a better exit, get that power down just a little bit earlier, he can maybe make this move for the lead here. Let's see how this goes between these two. And Fuentes is right there. He is catching up as well. He's just coming out of the corner there himself. So Fuentes is doing some work here right now, trying to catch our leaders. Let's see what these guys do as they come around this time here. Fuentes is definitely closing in, ladies and gentlemen. He is definitely pushing. Oh, and Kanji psyching a little bit there, acting like he was going to run into pit lane. Weeg is going to bounce in. So is Fuentes. Phoenix is going to stay out for another lap here. We've got Matt. Matt is going to come in. Sweaty Palms, we know, is already pit. I suspect we're going to see Trone come in this lap or next as well. We got Williams and Soonerman. So here we go. Pit stop strategies are starting to come into play, ladies and gentlemen. And I knew that would start happening soon. So rock and roll. It's pit stop strategy time. So Kanji in the lead. It's not a big cushion though. I mean, Phoenix is still right there, like 2.5 seconds, 3 seconds tops. He's just not letting Kanji open up a big gap here. He's going to stay out just as long as he is. Try to do a little pit work magic here. Maybe get out in front of him, catch right back up to him. It's hard to say. We got Sweaty Palms here, who is the fastest man on the racetrack right now with a 159.989 as well. Trone now up into 4th place here. Fuentes in 5th with Matt in 6th. Weeg in 7th. Ooh, and he just got slingshot around there by Soonerman. And Williams still in pit lane there, so he's taking what would I would assume would be a scheduled stop if he didn't stop a little bit earlier for damage. So he may be gating on the pack slightly here, so it is Kanji in the lead. Phoenix chasing. Nothing too pressing there at the moment. Let's see when Kanji decides to come in. As we can see on the screen in front of you there, he is getting pretty low on fuel. He's not going to go another lap around here without running out of fuel, I don't think. So we're probably going to be seeing our race leader coming in this time around. I would assume we're going to see OBR's Phoenix do much of the same thing when he comes around. So OBR Phoenix needs a good exit, really try to gain some time here, and then try to have a good pit stop. Hopefully the team can do their magic real quickly, get that driver out really, really fast, and maybe gain some time on Kanji. And I was correct. Kanji is going to come in only 2% fuel on board. Phoenix much out the same thing, but he's got some damage there, so any chance he has of making up any ground is negated there if he opts to fix that damage, which you have to. You just can't. You have to fix it here. You gotta bite the bullet and try to make the time back up on the racetrack. So Sweaty Palms here should take the race lead back now with the different pit strategy. So very nice. That is the case there, and the new fastest lap from this driver at 159.537 as well. So Kanji still in pit lane, Phoenix still in pit lane, Trone Kobe coming into pit lane. Where is Fuentes there? So he's pitted 1 lap before these guys, so he is out on his own, but he may come out right in with these guys as they're coming out. Kanji's just coming out right now. Phoenix is just getting that car repaired at this point. He's on his way out, so where's Matt here? Fuentes just move up into 3rd place. He does manage to get past Kanji. I'm kind of surprised because he should have been coming at speed there. So it's Sweaty Palms in 1st, Kanji in 2nd, Fuentes in 3rd. Matt just moving up into 4th. There's Phoenix not up to speed yet, so Phoenix dropping down to 5th. Sooner coming up to speed here too, so he is right on the back end of these guys here now himself. Weeglip just coming up there. We got Trone still in pit lane, so that should be Williams grabbing position there from Trone Kobe as well. Ooh, no freezing. Play nice. Hello, John. How are we? It's a race. John with the thumbs up. How we doing, brother? So it is Sweaty Palms in 1st place, and this is going to come down to strategy here, I think, ladies and gentlemen. This is a race of strategy, so you can see the difference in strategy here from some of our drivers. Kanji coming out on a fuel only strategy here to start this second stint. So that's a little different, that's for sure. Could be quite interesting to see how that works out for him. It may just be a short stint, but we'll have to wait and see. We got Fuentes here in third. We've got Matt and Phoenix here for fourth and fifth, and Soonerman just right in behind these two. So maybe a little three-way battle happening for fourth, fifth, and sixth place here very soon. Oh, and with that being said, Weeglib just coming around the corner here as well, trying to get involved. So potential little four-way mid-pack battle happening here, ladies and gentlemen. We always love the mid-pack battle. Got Paymate coming in with that thumbs up as well. Much love, my brother. Hope you're doing great today. Phoenix, is he going to work with Matt, or is he going to go around? Phoenix hasn't really opted to work with anybody here yet tonight. He's just moving. He's just making positions. He's just trying to make up as much ground as he can, and he's doing much of the same thing here. He's going to go ahead and get that job done with the slipstream. He's going to move ahead of Matt. Matt's going to tuck right back in behind here in fifth place. Sooner's still trying to get in that slip, and I think he's got it now. So again, three-way battle here brewing, and this might be bad for Weeglib. He needed to be closer to Soonerman before Soonerman got caught up in that slipstream there to pull himself into that battle. Now he's going to be stuck watching three cars potentially here drive away from him if they work together, that is. Tron Kobe here in 8th place, and Williams closing in 9th. So Tron just getting ahead out of pit lane ahead of him there, it seems like. So it is Sweaty Palms here in the lead. Kanji in second, and he has Fuentes closing in quickly. So different strategies from these drivers up front here. It's going to be very interesting to see how it all washes out in the end of the day here. But it is Fuentes chasing Kanji here and closing in, so potential battle for second brewing here as well. Phoenix is already driving away from Matt here in 4th place, trying to catch back up to that front group. That damage really did cost him there in pit lane. Matt in charge. He's charging. He's trying to catch up, get back in that slipstream, and Soonerman right there 10 behind as well. Just all these guys just out of each other's slipstream here right now. Weeglib pushing to try and catch up to the back end of Sooner, and he's doing a good job at it. He's 3/4 of a second up on his fastest lap currently here on the track for him tonight. We got Trone in 8th and Williams not that far behind in 9th. If those two could hook up and start working together, they could definitely do some work and catch up. We got Jesse Salas coming in with that thumbs up as well. Much love, my dude. Much love. Appreciate everybody. How we all doing? How we all doing tonight? Oop, I'm really making my computer work a lot harder than it needs to. Don't mess with it. It's happy right now. All right. So our leader in pit lane, which means Kanji going to take the race lead back again. This is like our 5th lead change here tonight, and it's Kanji for the 3rd time here. But Fuentes is hot on his heels, and he is going to try and make the move right here, right now, and take the race lead. And it is now Fuentes in the lead of this race. So for the 2nd time tonight, Fuentes is up in front here as well, ladies and gentlemen. And boy, this driver is due for one, and he is looking good tonight as he's now got that race lead from Kanji. So can he open a gap now is the bigger question. Kanji putting some pressure here, and Fuentes hasn't been that fast through that sector there. He hasn't been using quite all that racetrack. That's going to cost him here by Kanji again rubbing the wall. That's going to cost him. So you see Fuentes very quickly pulling away from Kanji here now, and that is it. Fuentes needs to build the gap. Kanji in 2nd, Phoenix chasing here in 3rd, and you can see Matt is closing in here in 4th place. We got Weegie in 5th, we've got Sweaty Palms here in 6th, we've got Trone in 7th, we've got Williams in 8th, and Mr. Soonerman here in 9th. And that's a pretty sharp looking livery right there too, I gotta tell you. So it's Fuentes in the lead, and he's coming into the call it final sector, second last sector, I guess, of Tokyo here. I think the final sector is the 180-degree corner and the straight run. Lost my train of thought there for a second. Oh boy. All right, but Fuentes quickly a 2.5 second gap here on Kanji in front, so he's gonna need a big gap here. We got Kanji in 2nd, still chasing. You can get a good exit here, and he does look like he gets a good exit there. Might be able to maybe gain some time on Fuentes up in front. And now here we go. Pack has tightened up. It's Phoenix in 3rd with Matt in 4th and Weeglib in 5th. So not sure what happened to Soonerman and all that, but maybe a pit stop. I'm not sure. But these guys have closed right up here. So Let's see what Weeg and Matt do in behind Phoenix. Phoenix got a little bit of a gap here, so let's see if we see some teamwork, if we just see guys make moves around each other here. We haven't seen a whole lot of teamwork from these guys at all tonight. They've just been throwing it all on the line. What's up, Ben? How you doing, my dude? Let's go Apex this payday. Come on, Drone, push. Here we go. Ooh, are we gonna see some spicy? We are. We're gonna see Matt say, "See you leader, Phoenix." We're just gonna pull ahead here and take third place, and we're gonna see Weeglum follow him through there as well. So Phoenix losing out big time there, all the way down to P5. So that wasn't ideal for Phoenix, as both those guys went slingshot engaged and took advantage of turn 1 and 2. So Phoenix now finds himself in 5th place, chasing these two guys down. At game on. New lap, new set of moves. Here we go. Sweaty Palms in 6th. How far behind is he? He is about 8 seconds, 9 seconds behind these guys. So see how these guys sort themselves out going through some of these sectors in that dirty area. You can see Phoenix, they're really backing off a little bit, really struggling to get through that corner on the proper line. There are 2 cars going in ahead of them. There's just nowhere for that car to gain the traction he's looking for and the bite he's looking for to get through the corner. Ooh, and a little bit of contact there on the wall, and that's not going to help his case any here as he's trying to chase these 2 guys down. You see Weeg now just sees that gold car just slightly disappearing off in the distance here, so he can breathe a little bit for the driver in behind him, but now he needs to put his focus back on Matt here in 3rd place. So coming into the hairpin, we'll stay on board with Weeg as we're coming into that hairpin here, and ooh, look at the time he makes up under braking on Matt. That was a really good entry into that corner, and he gets a great exit as well. He is in that slip. Ooh, did he make that time up? New lap, who dis? Hey, we are at Weeglib right now for Stealth Racing, and there we go, ladies and gentlemen. We finally see a little bit of teamwork happening here. These guys are starting to realize, oh man, it's lap 14 of 25 here. We got a solid 8-second gap we need to make up to catch the next driver here. I think we better get moving. Sweaty Palms here in 5th place, and he's trying to close up on these guys. We got Phoenix coming into pit lane. He's coming in for a little bit of damage repair here. Tron Kobe coming in. What's he going to do? He's going to go back through, I'm sure. We got Williams in 8th and Sooner here now in 9th, and he did definitely make a pit stop there. So let's go take a look at some liveries here while we have the chance, ladies and gentlemen. Well, this is shall we? Mr. Fuentes here while we got some space, if I can get a good look at him. This is a pretty jazzy little livery he's got together here. I do apologize about the bouncing camera. It's tough with the walls being so close here, and the camera guys being able to get the right shot, but they're definitely going to try their best for everybody here. Moving to our 2nd place driver here, Kanji, and definitely got a all-American style livery rocking and rolling here on this driver tonight. Nice little mint colored accents there as well. Mr. VPR Racing CB Matt here as well. We'll start in the front. We'll try to rotate as he's going around the track here. He's got that little snake blended in with the paint. We live from Stealth Racing in 4th place here, currently chasing. Let's get to the other side of the car here. Ooh, showing a little love to the sponsors on the side of that car here today, is he, ladies and gentlemen? Sweaty Palms from Flying Fox Racing. He's always got some bright colored liveries on track. You can always see Sweaty Palms when he's out there. He's got that nice glossy paint on that car. Always make sure that he can be seen, that's for sure. It says "see you" on the back of the car there. That's pretty funny, actually. So we do have Kanji coming into pit lane, our OBR driver here as well. He doesn't put his race number on his thing, though. It's funny. Overtake Boys Racing is what OBR stands for, in case anybody was curious. We got Jerome Kobe here for Team THG, the humble guys. Usually what you expect to see here from the THG boys on track. Always looking sharp as usual. Williams from Stealth Racing rocking the same livery basically as his teammate here as well, but we'll give him his due rotation on the camera here, as he is closing in on Kanji there in 7th. And then we got Mr. Suderman. This one's much different. Another Flying Fox racer as well, ladies and gentlemen. He's definitely got some design and some work into this one here for the finale. That's yeah, looking good, looking good. What? It's a first. They're working together. OBR drive-through penalty, no bumper, number plate, no number. Oh, you guys are so mean. Matt here in second place, and Weaglip right there in third chasing. Fuentes has that lead, and he has a good lead right now. Sweaty Palms chasing here in fourth place. He has led some of this race a couple of different times here. We have Phoenix chasing in fifth with Tro and Kobe in sixth place. It's Kanji in seventh, and he's made his final pit stop of the race. We've got Williams here in eighth. Maybe he's made his final pit stop of the race. Sooner Man here in ninth. But it is Fuentes right now, and this is the man everybody is chasing on the racetrack. Sweaty Palms is still the fastest man on the racetrack, however, with a 1:59.537. So where are our boys in second and third here? And these boys, they are pushing each other around this racetrack. So this really should start to work out good for these guys. They should start to be able to reel in that first place driver. However, they do need to start thinking about this man right here, Sweaty Palms. He's been closing in on these guys little bit by little bit, lap by lap. So he must have some kind of incredible pace going on here to be able to catch these two drivers that have been working together for about 2 or 3 solid laps here now. Tro and Kobe just coming across with that fastest lap on the racetrack with a 1:59.184. So he'd be like, I'll take that bonus point, thank you. Kanji here in seventh as he comes across the line. We've got Williams in eighth and Sooner in ninth. So the battle of the minds in pit lane is happening here. Multiple different strategies happening on the racetrack, and there's only 9 drivers on the racetrack. We got Ian coming in with that like and that share, my guy. I hope you're doing well. It's been a while. Hope you're having a fantastic day. But it is Fuentes in the lead. Matt here in second. Weeg doing a great job here in third place. It is very tough to do here around this racetrack. Dirty air, close walls, nowhere to run off. One little mistake and it's all over. Sweaty Palms absolutely sending it here and catching up to these guys. Phoenix here in fifth place, and I don't really think he's making up any ground. If anything, I think Tro and Kobe is starting to make ground up with OBR Phoenix. We got 43 Racing Design coming in with that thumbs up as well. Welcome in, my man. I appreciate you. 2 points for issuing penalties. He doesn't have the authority to issue. Kaji here in 7th place, Williams in 8th, and Suderman in 9th. Well, thank goodness we don't let the chat issue penalties. Fuentes coming into pit lane, ladies and gentlemen. So it is going to be Matt and Weeg now coming across the line. Are they going to come in? No, they are not. They are going to stay out. So Matt is now going to take the lead of this race, with Weeglib moving back up into second place and Sweaty Palms moving up into third here. So he hasn't quite been able to catch up to these two guys. They've been doing a good job of just keeping him out of that slipstream. But now it's just changed things that they're in first and second place. Do they continue to work together and try to build that gap, or do we see a move happen? And Weeg's like, "Now let's go, bro." So, a little bit of work happening here. He wants to open up a gap here. He's ready to fight this out with Matt later on in the race when need be. Sweaty Palms here in third. Phoenix now up into fourth, and he's got a purple sector rolling here. Tro and Kobe trying to close in. Fuentes has come out in 6th place, with Kanji still in there in behind in 7th. Soonerman in 8th, and Williams now in pit lane taking his stop. And I don't even know how many stops these guys are on here anymore, ladies and gentlemen. I have lost track. But it is Matt in the lead. It's Weeglib in second, and it is Sweaty Palms quickly gaining on these drivers. So Sweaty Palms now, bada bing, bada boom, 3-way battle for the lead here, ladies and gentlemen. And we're going to definitely stick with this here for a moment or two, as these guys are all starting to come around here now. Sweaty Palms has done a great job at reeling these guys in. And let's see what happens now. It's first, second, and third place, about 1.1 seconds between the 3 positions. So Here we go, coming into the hairpin. Who's going to do what? Who's going to go where? And who's going to try and make what move? We do have Weeg going up the inside, and Weeg is like, okay, well, you know what? He's caught up. I guess it's time to get the lead here. So Weeglib looking for the race lead on the inside. We have Sweaty Palms trying to follow him through. Matt gets a great run here, though, but he is going to have tucked back in behind Weeglib and Sooner. Oh, Sweaty Palms just gets ahead as he's going to tuck right in between. So it is Weeglib in the lead. Sweaty Palms in second, and now Matt in third. Sweaty Palms very quickly going back for that race lead as he pulls out alongside Weeglib here to go and get the race lead back, and Weeglib is just going to dive into pit lane here. So Matt now in second. He's going to tuck in behind Sweaty Palms. Sweaty Palms back in the race lead, and we have seen some lead changes tonight. I think that is our 6th or 7th lead change now. Woo-wee. What's up, Matt? Hope all is well. I'm alright, burnt out, if I'm honest, and struggling to get track time, but hopefully things change soon. And one day at a time, man. You can only do what you can do, my guy. Weeg in pit lane. Phoenix here in 4th. Drone Kobe here in 5th. We got Fuentes now coming up. That's going to give him back a podium position here, or should anyways, as he comes roaring up the start finish line here on lap 18. Weeglib in pit lane still. Phoenix in pit lane still. Trone in pit lane. Soonerman now coming around. We have Williams not quite in the tunnel yet, so Soonerman going to grab those positions. Does he keep him? Weeg comes out ahead, but he should have the speed on Weeglib, and he does. So Soonerman now up into 5th place. Weeglib into 6th. Phoenix is just coming out, so is Trone. Where is Williams? Williams is just coming around there, so Williams is a little bit off the pace here. That early pit stop for damage really hurting his race here tonight. We have Phoenix here in 7th. We've got Trone Kobe coming out in 8th, and then Williams still coming down around here in 9th place. So it is Sweaty Palms for Flying Fox Racing in the lead. CB Matt in 2nd place with chasing, and I mean Sweaty Palms has just opened up the floodgates here. He has just put the loud pedal into it, and he is just sending it right now. Matt here in 2nd. We've got Fuentes in 3rd, and Fuentes is in the greatest position here right now out of all these guys. We've got Kanji here in 4th. We've got Sooner in 5th. We've got Weeglib in 6th. We've got Phoenix here in 7th place. Trone Kobe in 8th, and Williams rounding out our field here, doing everything he can to try and grab position. So our leader coming into the pits. What is Matt going to do? He's going to follow him in. So Fuentes coming around the hairpin. This should be close enough for him to take the race lead back, and then he just needs to lock it down for the next 7 laps. Pretty sure I know Sweaty Palms from Nick's lobbies in the past. Go Sweaty. Hey. So on board with Fuentes here, and this guy has had a fantastic race tonight, ladies and gentlemen. He's played good strategy. He's been in the right place at the right time here tonight, and looking to take this race lead back with just 6 to go. So it is Fuentes in the race lead. Here we go. Sweaty Palms coming out of pit lane. We know he's got pace. Can he reel him in? We've got Matt coming out of pit lane. Kanji's coming out just out ahead of him here. So Kanji Club grabbing back up onto the podium here in 3rd place. We got Matt now in 4th. We've got Weeglib in 5th. We've got Sooner in pit lane still. Phoenix coming around in 7th. Trone Kobe chasing in 8th. Where do they all come out? It is Phoenix in 6th. It's Trone in 7th. It will be Soonerman coming out most likely in 8th place here. Maybe not. Williams is starting to come around that hairpin here. He may very well grab that position. So it is Fuentes, and he is rolling. He has a very nice, tidy 6.5, 7 second lead currently on the racetrack. However, he has been out longer than the guy chasing him in behind in Sweaty Palms. So let's see if Sweaty Palms can reel him in. Kanji's been out much longer than all these other drivers here. Does he have enough fuel to make the end of the race? Weeg in 4th place with Matt still in tow. These two have been very close together all race long. Can they benefit from the good teamwork we're seeing a little bit earlier? Phoenix in 6th place, and a little bit of damage on this driver in the first 2 stints has really hurt his charge up front. Trone Kobe, much of the same thing for him. Early damage in the race. He toughed it out for a very long stint. It cost him a lot of time, and now he's just trying to pick up whatever he can here before the end of this race, and he is starting to reel in OBR Phoenix. Soonerman here in 8th place, and Williams in 9th. Let's get back to our race leader here. Let's keep an eye on this gap as he's already on his way to start lap 20 here. Where's Sweaty Palms? Sweaty Palms is around the kink, so closing in slowly but surely. Is 5 laps enough time for Sweaty Palms to reel in Fuentes? Kanji in 3rd place here with Weeglib now chasing him. So can Weeglib reel Kanji? And I think he's close enough to grab some slipstream here, and it does appear to be that. You can see him getting really close really quick, and we got Matt just outside here. So here we go. Is Weeg gonna make a move here coming up the straight? It may be a little early to make this move here, but we'll see what he opts to do. No, he's gonna give him a push. Alright, so Matt in 5th, we got Phoenix here in 6th, we got Trone in 7th, Sooner at 8th, Williams in 9th. Williams starting to reel him in here. Fuentes in the lead. Sweaty Palms just coming around turn 2 there right now. We just out of sight, so Fuentes is definitely keeping an eye on that live timer right now. We can definitely assure you of that. Oh, he might even be starting to feel a little bit of pressure here on lap 20 at 25. He has a little bit of a cushion here, but every little niggle, every little mistake may cost him here. Sweaty Palms has been on a tear all race long and really racing well here tonight. Does he have enough to reel in Fuentes? He's running out of time. 4 1/4 laps remaining. We have Weeg and Kanji here, so Weeglib has now gotten around Kanji, so Weeglib up into P3, Kanji down into P4, so Weeglib looking to try and lock down a podium position here to round out his season as well, and he opened up a little bit of a gap there on Kanji, so here we go. You can see these guys bobbing and weaving back and forth, trying to get that rotation, to get that good turn in, to keep the power down in these cars. We got Matt closing in here in 5th place as well, and I think we're about to see some juicy battle in here for these podium positions tonight. We have Phoenix in 6th place with Trone chasing in 7th, and I mean, it ain't done all through the field here. We got Sooner in 8th, and I think Williams is just coming into that sector, so oh boy, it's getting tidy, it's getting tidy. Possibly. It is just a replay, so 3 AM here, so I might not make it to the end. Good luck all. If I nod off, I'll watch it back tomorrow. Hey, we appreciate you, and we appreciate you, my guy. So it is Fuentes in the lead. That looks like that gap is maintaining here. Sweaty Palms is definitely can see him though, so we'll have to see. Lap 21 of 25, ladies and gentlemen. I think we're shaping up to see some fireworks. Weeglib here in 3rd, and he is looking really good here again tonight. We got Kanji though very close behind in 4th, with Matt in tow in 5th, so this is far from over here for this final podium position tonight. Phoenix in 6th place with Trone right there in behind in 7th. Phoenix now the fastest man on the racetrack with a 1:58.791. He's like, oh yeah, beat this. Sooner man in 8th place, Williams in 9th. But it is Fuentes rocking and rolling in the lead of this race, and he is working it. I don't know if he's actually hit the podium yet this season here at Flato for the Pro-Am 2 division. This may very well be his first podium, and it could potentially very well be his first race win as well. So nerves are going to start setting in for this driver here in about another lap and a half. If Sweaty Palms continues to close in, it's going to get even harder for this driver to continue to maintain his concentration and focus. It's nerve-wracking. It's nerve-wracking when it's so close, but it's not there yet. And Sweaty Palms is most certainly closing in. And you can just see Fuentes go around the kink. You can just see him getting around the other kinks. So, I mean, he is definitely closing in. He didn't take tires when he pit though, ladies and gentlemen, so there's a little bit of intrigue for you. We got Weeglib here in 3rd place, and I'm not going to show you guys the situation on our drivers here either. I am going to let it all just settle the way it is. We've got Kanji here in 4th, and he has lost Weeglib a little bit here. Doing a big bump from Matt there to try and help him out, as Matt is looking to gain as well. Phoenix here chasing, and they definitely don't want to let this guy chase it or catch up. Trone Kobe's just slightly behind here. Soonerman is in 8th, and where's Williams? Williams is trying to close in on Sooner here, but he's just not. I don't know if he's got enough time, but he's definitely trying. Back to the race lead. We'll let the camera crews take over here. Let's see where Sweaty Palms is. Let's see if he comes around the corner in this frame. And he's just coming around the corner, so he's slowly but surely definitely looking away. 201, 202, 201, 202. Let's go look at Sweaty Palms. 2 minutes, 2 minutes. So he is about a second faster a lap here currently right now on Fuentes. And that gap is closing. 3, maybe 4 seconds. He may just have enough time. We'll have to wait and see. But Sweaty Palms is definitely pushing. Weeglib is in 3rd place, and he is trying to open the gap up a 59.6 from this driver here as well this last time around. Kanji with a 201, and Matt with a 2 minutes. So Matt has better pace than Kanji here right now as well. Phoenix is flying, but wasn't able to capitalize with another 158 lap there. And Trone is really struggling to keep up with him here. Soonerman in 8th place, and Williams is trying. He is actually closing up a little bit here. So we're about to see some spicy, I think, here between Sweaty Palms and Fuentes here. We're going around this final corner, and you can tell Sweaty Palms is feeling it here. You can see him. He's going to start pushing now. He's like, okay, do I have the fuel? Can I have the tire? Can I send it now? We're going to be starting lap 23 of 25. It's going to be 3 to go this time around. And he can see the race win just up ahead of him here. But he's got to catch him first. And then when he catches him, he's got to pass him. Hey, we appreciate you, Benjo. We appreciate you too, my guy. So it is Weeg here. We can still see those guys up in front of him as well. So he's not necessarily out of this race yet either. Kanji and Matt working together still may be able to race back up into a P3 battle here. We'll have to see how it goes. Matt is just pushing Kanji along here. So we got Phoenix trying to catch up. Throwing Colby slowly but surely closing in. Suiterman's like, I just gotta not let this guy catch me here. And Williams is like, hey, hold on, I'm coming for you, brother, I'm coming. But it's Fuentes. It is Fuentes, and it is Sweaty Palms, and we're going to see a battle for the lead here, I think. And, it's going to be close. It is going to be, oh, so close. Just want to keep an eye on these two here, too. I mean, they're working together right now, but how long that's going to last, and there it is. It's not going to last any longer. Matt's like, you know what? I'm faster than you are, I think. I'm going to go ahead and take the lead here. So Matt jumping out in front of Kanji. He's going to move up into 4th place here. He's probably realizing, I am out of time here. If I'm going to do it, I need to do it now. So Trone in 6th, Phoenix in 7th. So Trone's got around Phoenix, so Phoenix must have made a mistake here somewhere, as Trone has gotten around Phoenix here now. So, a little bit of intrigue happening before the end of this race. But it is Fuentes, and he is racing for a win here, and all he can see is that fluorescent yellow-green car coming up the road behind him. He has 23 of 25 laps. This time around is going to be lap 24. It's going to be 2 to go, and a little bit of a wide exit there from that driver, but it does look like Sweaty Palms takes a similar entry exit, so maybe that's just a line they're taking there, but there it is. Sweaty Palms is closing in. This next lap is crucial for Fuentes. Hey, exclamation point notify coming up in the chat for Ian. We appreciate you, my guy. We got VPR CB Matt here in 4th. We've got Kanji in 5th. We've got Trone in 6th. Phoenix just losing touch slightly here in 7th. Soonerman in 8th. Williams in 9th. Back up to our race leader. And boy, oh boy, you can see the pressure is mounting. Sweaty Palms is there. They're on the same piece of road here. Let's see if Sweaty Palms has enough time to reel him in. Can Fuentes hold him off? Can he get a better run through here? He really needs to utilize this racetrack this time around. He really needs to maximize this exit, or Sweaty Palms is going to be all over him. Sweaty Palms taking a little bit of a short exit there too as well. I'm a little surprised by that, but here we go. We're coming into the high-speed chicane here next. This is getting intense, ladies and gentlemen. This is getting intense. It's getting intense. And it looks like Phoenix and Trone Colby are starting to close back up there as well in the backfield here. So we're trying to watch everything happening on the racetrack right now. But I don't want to miss a battle for the lead if it's going to go down. It can happen so quick here at Tokyo. All it takes is a mistake, and it is move made. So it is Fuentes running for his life away from Sweaty Palms. Sweaty Palms on the hunt. as they're coming around the final sectors here. We're going to be on our final lap here pretty soon, ladies and gentlemen. We got a kink and a hairpin and a kink, and then it's lap 25 of 25. Fuentes about a second, 1.3, maybe 1.2 second gap on Sweaty Palms here right now. Ooh boy. Exit is everything. Exit is everything. And Fuentes looks like he got down on the power nice and early there. He may be able to outrun Sweaty Palms and just keep out of that slipstream here as these guys are coming up the road. It looks like Phoenix and Trone are battling here as well. Let's get up here and check this out. It is Phoenix up the inside of Trone coming into the hairpin here as we're coming around and start lap 25 for these drivers. And it is battle on between these two as Trone Kobe losing out there in 7th place. Back to the race lead. And here we go. Ooh, it's getting spicy. It's getting spicy. It's getting spicy. Let's do this. All right. This is what it looks like behind Fuentes here right now, our current race leader. He has less than a lap to go. He's got to hold Sweaty Palms off. Does he have the fuel? Does he have the tire? Does Sweaty Palms have the tire? Does he have the fuel to chase Fuentes down and make something happen before the end of this race? We're about to find out. Ooh, it is on like Donkey Kong. The barrels are flying, Mario's a jumping, and it is on. The race for the cup is on, and here we go. Sweaty Palms losing a little bit of ground there coming out of turns 1 and 2, so we're coming into this high-speed chicane here now, and oh boy, every corner matters. Every single braking point matters. Everything matters now. Oh, and Sweaty Palms gets that great run. Look at the run that Sweaty Palms gets, and he's going to try and make something happen here. No, he's going to have to settle back in behind Fuentes. I thought he had the run to get the job done. Fuentes is just holding off. It's going to come down to this. Ooh, it's going to be a drag race to the finish line. Oh, boy. Oh, are we ready, chat? Are we ready for this? Every single division this week. Oh, my. Here we go. Hairpin coming up. Oh boy, what I'm seeing, oh boy. I hope you're all on the edge of your seat right now because this is about to get crazy. Ooh, look at Sweaty Palms close up. Look at Sweaty Palms close up. Here we go. It's on. It's a battle. This is it. There's no redemption. There's no another lap. He needs to do it now. It is all or nothing. Here we go. Oh, Fuentes trying to defend. It's Sweaty Palms in beside. Sweaty Palms has got the run. He's going to move out in front. Does Fuentes have a response? He doesn't have time. Does he have the time? He's in the slipstream. No, it's going to be Sweaty Palms for the race win. Right at the end of the race, ladies and gentlemen, Sweaty Palms with a perfectly timed move going to take the win. Fuentes in second. Weeglib's going to come around in third. It's going to be Matt in fourth place. It's going to be OBR's Phoenix and Trone Kobe and Kanji all the way down to the line here. Ooh boy, here we go. It's going to be Phoenix and Trone and Kanji in 5th, 6th, and 7th place. Sooner Man, he's just coming through here right now into the hairpin. It's going to bring him around for a P8 finish, and what a great job by Sweaty Palms there, ladies and gentlemen. As he waited, he made the move when it needed to be made. And boy, oh boy, it got him a race win. Stefan coming in with that thumbs up as well. Hope you're doing great, my dude. And it's going to be Sooner Man coming in for 8th place here tonight from Flying Fox Racing. Great job to him. Ooh, what a race that was. I'm tingling all up and down. Woohoo! That was a beauty. That was a beauty. Hey, and he's going to write that car off for the finale. We got Williams coming around here for Stealth Racing to round out our field here in 9th place. All our drivers remaining on that lead lap. That was some tough racing here tonight, ladies and gentlemen, from their Pro-Am 2 division. And whew, all I can say is great job, drivers. Great job. All right, flipping it over.
Introducing RS30 Ultra, the first sim racing wheel and pedals designed by a professional championship racer. With RS30 Ultra, you'll race like a pro and feel like one too. By GTR Simulator. Go fast.
Whoo! I hope everybody enjoyed that race finish. How about that for the final race of the season, ladies and gentlemen? GG's all. Sweaty could have passed earlier in the lap, but risked losing it on the final straight. Clever decision, says Ian. Absolutely. What a great race, ladies and gentlemen. These drivers, Lots of strategy came into play here today, and a lot of good, solid decision making on the racetrack here. And at the end of the day, that brings in a huge race win for Flying Fox Racing here in the Pro-Am 2 from Sweaty Palms. And he needed a big race here tonight, and he definitely got one. So congratulations to him for that amazing finish. And Fuentes, oh, poor Fuentes, I feel for him. I really do, ladies and gentlemen. I know he wanted that race win so bad. And it was just stripped from him at the end. But what a race. What a battle. What a drive by Fuentes, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, he should be absolutely buzzing right now with that great race that he had here tonight. Right down to the wire for that driver. And at the end of the day, fuel was definitely an issue, and I will confirm fuel was an issue for Fuentes. He did need to conserve just enough to make sure he had enough for the finish of the race, and Sweaty Palms had more than enough fuel to push the issue at the end of the race, and some good decision making and a different strategy, bringing home a win for Flying Fox Racing here today. So what else can we say but GG's, gentlemen, all the drivers, great racing right there. Congrats Pro Hub 2, great race. Hey, that was a great finish. Miller Time Gaming Raid, hey, MTG fam up in the house, welcome in everybody, appreciate you. Miller Time Gaming on Facebook, ladies and gentlemen, another fellow sim racer over there. He does a lot of other stuff as well over on his page. Definitely go check him out, say hi. Make sure you tell him GT45 Gaming sent you. Appreciate you, Miller Time. Hope you're doing fantastic, my dude. I ended up chugging the hot sauce. Oh, ouch. Oh, how'd that go? Miller Time Gaming coming in with that thumbs up. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to just give our guys a couple of minutes here to jump on into our podium interviews. We got one of our 3 drivers here this evening. So we're just going to sit tight here and see if Weeglib and Sweaty Palms makes it on in here and have a little chat with these guys, because boy, that was some pretty crazy racing, ladies and gentlemen. I gotta tell you, GG's to our Pro-Am 2 drivers this season. That was fantastic, absolutely fantastic. Whole bottle of Louisiana hot sauce went down pretty smooth. That's not too bad. That'll be coming up for a day or two afterwards. At least it's got some good flavor, you know? Alright, we know you're in there, my man, Mr. Fuentes. Just sit patient here. Oh, we got Sweaty Palms here. Oh, okay, we have a write-up from our race winner here as well, ladies and gentlemen. So, we'll just give one more minute to see if Mr. Weeglib can pop in for an interview. Maybe not. He may be busy. But, with that being said, we'll bring up our 3rd place driver. We'll start talking about our 3rd place driver here, and we'll make sure that our boys on the podium side can hear things here. So we're going to talk about our 3rd place finisher here for a minute. Definitely hotter than Frank's facts. Weeglib from Stealth Racing, ladies and gentlemen, and this guy came in late to the season. It was about mid-season that him and his teammate Williams came in, and another driver from Stealth Racing, of course, up in, I believe it was the amateur division as well this season, and he had a great season for himself too. So if this gentleman would have really been able to make the season right from the beginning, I think he would have been in the discussion for the top of this championship points lead here at the end of the season. He did a really great job at working his way up into the point standings with a very short amount of time to work with. So very smart driver. He was the first of our drivers that we've seen finally decide to work together with another driver to try and catch up to the pack, but it didn't really seem to be overly effective here today with these BRZs. We've seen some teamwork out of the Jaguars in the Pro Division last night, and I mean, those cars gained time quick. But these BRZs seem to be much of a different story, just maybe running out of RPM to continue to gain speed, perhaps. But still a great race from Weeglib and Stealth Racing, and it's been an honor to have these guys here this season, and we definitely hope to see them back come Season 3. So, of course, if he pops in before the end of interviews here, we will have a quick word with him, but we will move on to our 2nd place driver here, who is, of course, in here for interviews. So, what a race from Mr. Fuentes here. I mean, He had that race lead for a large part of the race at a couple of different opportunities here, at a couple of different points, pardon me, throughout the race here today. But just falling short of that race win. The sweaty palms coming in, just snaking that away right on that fast last run to the start finish line. But congratulations on a really fantastic race tonight, Mr. Fuentes, and talk to us about it. How you feeling?
Thank you. Feeling great, even though I came up second, but it's been my best race so far.
And is this your first ever podium in league racing, or is it just the first one here for Flat Out this season?
Nope. Actually, I started the first season, but I had to drop. Didn't get any podiums, so this is my first podium in league racing.
Absolutely, and it's been a little bit of a rocky season for you here this season. You've been a little bit up, you've been a little bit down, but you really had a fantastic, strong race here today. Why don't we talk about that? Is this a track that you just really enjoy to race on, or did it just all click for you here this weekend?
Actually, I don't enjoy that much the Tokyo streets. But this time I just decided to make a few practice runs and I felt good through it. I think this layout of the track, it's good for me. And I started playing with the gas map of the car on the straightway. I turned it 2, 3, and then when I went to the curvy section of it, I put it back in 1, and then on the straight back again 2, 3, and that's how I save fuel for just doing 2 stops.
Absolutely, and I mean it paid big dividends here for you today, coming out with a great second place finish. Let's talk about that run to the finish. Everybody's made their final pit stops. You're out in front. You have about I believe it was a 7-8 second lead on Sweaty Palms when he came out of pit lane with 6 laps to go. What was going through your mind at that point?
I knew he was coming for me because again I was playing with the fuel map, and he just got out from the pit, so he had enough fuel to catch me. So I was just trying to hold on the curvy section, trying to hold him off, and but then at the end I was getting into the tunnel. I was at zero gas, and he just had too much too much of a push, and he got it.
Absolutely. Well, I tell you, the fans absolutely enjoyed that battle between you two, coming across the start finish line there. That was some fantastic racing, and I definitely agree that that was definitely the best race of the season for you. You looked fantastic out there. So lots of momentum for you moving into a future season 3. Yes.
Yes, I am.
Absolutely, that's what we love to hear, ladies and gentlemen. And I mean, tell us a little bit about your season. You have a little bit. You kind of got free reign of the podium interviews here today. So, the first podium for you. How's the season for you? How was racing with these guys? Just tell us a little bit about the season overall and what you enjoyed about it and what you're going to take out of it.
It started a little bit on the bad side. I took a little bit of momentum in Interlagos. That's one of my favorite tracks. Obviously, I took advantage of the races that there was no full grid on it for points. But then at the end, I decided, hey, I have to make something going because I've been 10th, 9, 7, and I just wanted to make a push on the last one, and it paid dividends, like you said.
Absolutely. Well, it was definitely great to watch, and we love to see the progression in all our drivers throughout the season as well. And what you showed the fans and what you showed the officials and the league administrators today was you are definitely here to race, and you have got way more in the tank than you've been showing us this year. So we definitely look forward to seeing what you're going to bring forward for us here for season 3. So, anyone you want to shout out or thank you?
First of all, God, my family that helped me, the guys from Expendables that helped me, Juan Supermax, Gary, also the guys from Flying Fox that let me into their practices just to make some laps. I always ask to if I can join, and they always say yes. So kudos to them, and looking forward for season 3.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for taking some extra time tonight here to come and talk to us, and congratulations on your first podium. We're absolutely thrilled for you and really, really hope you enjoyed the moment.
All right. Thank you very much.
Cheers. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have a write-up from our first place finisher, Sweaty Palms here. I just gotta go grab it, so bear with me uno momento. Alright, so Sweaty Palms came in saying, sorry I won't be able to make the post-race interview for tonight, if you would like a few words. It was a heck of a race. Incidentally, Tokyo is my absolute worst track in the game. To pull off a win here blew my mind. I went in with a 3-stop strategy. This whole season has been about fuel saving. To me, that's not racing. Racing is when you go faster than the other guy. A few races ago, I said, forget this fuel saving nonsense. This isn't flat out fuel saving. This is flat out racing. So that's what I did. I raced Fuentes, ran a heck of a race. Props to him on his strategy. I was lucky enough to get a good run off the last turn and use his draft to pull me past him. He would like to shout out all the boys over at Flying Fox Racing. They work on all sorts of strats together, and it really helps. They couldn't do it without the guys. And next week he'll be facing off with the best of the best in the Pro-Am division, and he feels honored to share a racetrack with these guys. They're all great drivers, and he says props to them all. See you next week. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about next week. Let's bring our winner up too, shall we? Let's talk about next week, ladies and gentlemen. Next week. Interesting gas strategy. I would have thought the reverse, but it worked. GG Fuentes. Hey, Paradise coming in with that thumbs up. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I know we said this was the last ride for Season 2 here at Flat Out Racing North America, and we weren't wrong. It is the last ride for the majority of our drivers. 60% of our drivers are finished the season here and just awaiting for the announcements to be made officially. We have champions. We'll tell you all very, very soon. But until then, we still have one very interesting situation to settle here at Flat Out Racing North America, ladies and gentlemen. And that situation is our Pro-Am overall champion. So our Pro-Am 1 and our Pro-Am 2 lobbies have been fighting it out all season long, just like every other racer out there. But there's something a little different for our Pro-Am divisions here this season of Flat Out Racing North America, because there's 2 Pro-Am divisions. We are going to take the top 3 from each Pro-Am division, and we are going to pit them up against each other at Laguna Seca for a 20-lap 6-driver showdown to crown our official Pro-Am champion. That's right, bonus race Sunday night, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time, ladies and gentlemen. Your host for the evening will be GT45 Gaming and the ever so magnificent Nolander Gaming in the box to bring all the action to crown our final Pro-Am and our final division champion for the season. You don't want to miss it. From Pro-Am 1, ladies and gentlemen, it is THG Sticky Bandit, Apex Racing's Larry Birch, and OBR's Raylander. From Pro-Am 2, ladies and gentlemen, official results are in front of me right here, right now. It's OBR Phoenix, THG's Trone Kobe, and Sweaty Palms from Flying Fox Racing. Those are going to be our 6 Pro-Am competitors on Laguna Seca with these Subaru BRZs for one last showdown. And what a better place to finish it, ladies and gentlemen, than the Corkscrew at Laguna Seca. It's going to be fantastic. I hope we see everybody there. Tell your friends, tell your family, because champions are crowned Sunday night here at Flat Out Racing North America. Much love to our sponsors, as always, GTR Simulators and Apex Racing Team, ladies and gentlemen. All our graphics provided by High Pre Graphics, absolute legend with the visuals all season long. And I'm your host, GT45 Gaming. I hope everybody has enjoyed the proceedings here tonight, and I hope everybody is ready for a 20-lap showdown to crown our Pro-Am and our final championship driver this season here at Flat Out Racing North America. Tune in a little early, folks, as we're going to jump on a little early on Sunday, and we're going to take care of some very important business beforehand. Appreciate everybody being here all season long. On behalf of GT45 Gaming and the broadcasting team with No Lander Gaming, thank you guys, everybody, for tuning in all season long. You have shown so much love. You have warmed our hearts to the point where they want to explode out of our chests, where our jaws are on the floor. We're absolutely shocked with the love you guys have shown all season long. We love you. Thank you for it. Absolutely incredible stuff, everybody. We just can't thank everybody enough, but we're not quite done yet. We still got one more to go here, so definitely don't want to miss that, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, our master guru graphics man is making something up for it, and can't wait to see what these boys bring out for us. It might only be 6 drivers, ladies and gentlemen, but this is the 6 fastest Pro-Am drivers in the field. These are our top 6 guys. It is going to be lit, that's for sure. If you haven't liked or shared the stream out yet already, ladies and gentlemen, please, if you wouldn't mind doing so, it is something free you can do to help the pages grow. If you have liked and shared the stream already, thank you very much. You're absolutely legendary. We appreciate it. If you love the content, you want to see more live broadcast racing here from GT45 Gaming, No Lander Gaming, and Flat Out Racing North America, hit that follow or that sub, depending on which platform it is you're viewing from this evening. Again, it's free to do, costs you absolutely nothing, totally helps us big time grow and continue to grow and get bigger so we can continue to provide bigger and better racing all season long, every season long, ladies and gentlemen. We appreciate you. We love you. We see you. Thank you to all the volunteers behind the scenes here at Flat Out Racing North America. Definitely can't do it without you. We see you. We appreciate you. We love you. Can't do it without them in sim racing. Can't do it without them in real racing, ladies and gentlemen. The volunteers are the real heroes here. They always are. Always. And thank you to the Pro-Am 2 division for an absolutely fantastic season of broadcasting. Again, it's been a lot of fun, gentlemen. I've enjoyed it. You guys raced your hearts out all season long. I've sat here and I've watched friendships develop. I've watched community grow. And I've watched competitive racing happen right in front of my eyes for 10 straight weeks in a row. So thank you, Pro-Am 2 Lobby, for the great racing. You guys throw the vibe on the track. I do what I do because of your guys' vibe. And your vibe is fantastic, so we appreciate it. And ladies and gentlemen, the viewers out there, you're all rock stars, man. We love you. Thanks for being here. I hope you all enjoyed it. I'm your host for the evening, GT45 Gaming, and what do we say here? Come on, you all know it. Stay winning, because you all matter. We'll see you all very soon.